Reverend Sister Gertrude Nkwocha, Religious Sisters of Charity. She is the Director of Vocation of the Religious Sisters of Charity. Please put your hands together as she comes.
I'll start describing, no, we all have had experience of it. But I'll start by talking about this man, Jack Confield, and he made this comment. He said, to let go does not mean to get rid of. To let go means to let be. When we let be with compassion, things come and go their own. At times people will say, when somebody hurts you, just forgive and forget. It's not an easy experience. We're talking of the heart. When something like this happens, somebody hurts you, it takes time, it goes deep. I can't just wake up and say, I've forgiven and I've forgotten. No. It's very hard because we are human beings. But Jack is saying, to let go does not mean you're getting rid of this experience. No. The experience is there. But to let go means to let it be. As things happen, and when they happen, it's as if it's the end of life. But I tell you what, it's a matter of time and things will fall in place again. Now, before we talk about letting go, I want us to just talk about tips to bear in mind when we are hurt or before hurt. In relationship, things will not always work as planned. We must prepare our hearts. Having this in mind that we see things differently. Our first 5 years in life makes us who we are. Introvert, extrovert, whatever. Life itself is full of eventualities, so have that space for it. Let us prepare our heart for eventualities. As far as we are humans, we will not always, things will not always go fine, because of this pathetic thing we're talking about. We see things differently, so we must stop. It's normal. Secondly, you can't have complete control of others' actions or life. You can't have complete control of the other person you are living with or you're in a relationship with. You can't. If I feel like I want to sit down at this point in time and this is what suits me at this time, you can't force me to stand up. At this point in time, sitting down is the best thing that can happen to me. I can't have complete control of the other person. We must come to form. Then make norms to conform to those norms. We must turn to form. Then make norms to conform to. And it's after having these issues that we become the best of friends. If you ask our parents who have been in marriages, we have some elderly ones here, they will tell you. Those initial years, it wasn't easy. But you see them today, they are happy. They have gone through the storming and they have formed. And they have made norms and they are conforming to it, and that's why they are happy. So it's okay to make a mistake. It's a stepping stone to greatness. It's a stepping stone to looking at things differently. Okay, this is the way I'm going to do it. I didn't do it right this time I'm going to do it this way. Mistakes are the best thing that can actually happen to someone, if processed properly. But when you sit down on those mistakes and you don't grow from it, that's where it becomes an issue. Now, do not brood over these mistakes when they happen. It's the same thing I'm talking about. High expectations. When high expectations are not met, it causes disappointment. I think it's part of the issues with relationships. I tell younger people, the expectations. I want him to be like this, like this, like this. I want her to do this. And so, when that person, that man or woman doesn't meet up to those expectations, it becomes issues. Letting go. Tips to let go. When this issue happens, when we have a row with someone, go into the event and see what you contributed. At times when things happen, as human beings, we always point fingers at the others. But the reality is, 3 of these are pointing at me. Mommies, daddies, my friends, my younger ones here. When things happen, I think this is one psychology that can help us live together as human beings. When things happen, go back into the event. Replay the event. See what you contributed. So, when things happen in relationship, in marriages, when you say to yourself, what did I do to this man that annoyed him? First of all, he's coming back from work, he's angry. And then I said this thing. I caused it. Even though the way he reacted, he slapped me and beat me and did all sorts of things. I caused it 1%. But I will go out and tell people, yes, I told him and then he beat me up. And people begin to judge him. What was his disposition? And how did I say those things? Look at events and see where you contributed. That will help to calm the situation. It's always a two-side. Second thing to help us let go is to talk about it, express it out. Sometimes people think to talk about things is not the best. Just let it be. Don't let it go like that. Always talk about events. I think that's the best way to keep relationship. Never start with you. It's like attacking the person, but I felt this when this happened. Thirdly, at times you have to be like water. Water stays low always than trees and mountains. The trees are up there, the mountains are up there, but water lies low. Water stays low. And it symbolizes calmness, firmness, and above all, humility. At times when these issues arise, one of the parties just have to stay low. One person just has to stay low so that peace will reign. Replace and think of beautiful memories or goodness of the other. There comes a time in marriage and relationship that things become tough. You begin to wonder, how did I get myself into this in the first place? What you can do to help yourself at that point in time, just replace these things with the beautiful memories you once had when you met. The beautiful things that even happened even in the course of the relationship and the marriage. Think of the beautiful sides of the other person. It will help us deal with hurt at that point in time. Accept things you can't change. Now the last one is be compassionate and forgive. Just as God forgives you. God lets go our inadequacies every moment of the day. So who are we not to let go others? The story of the woman caught in adultery. Nothing was said about the man. The man went scot-free. It's the woman they caught. It's okay. And thank God for Jesus. Jesus tried to correct that. It's all about a man. Nothing was said of the man. Okay. Anyway, now when Jesus was trying to deal with that issue, he told them, if you know you do not have a sin, be the first to cast the stone. What happened? They all went. Not even, apart from even relationship, generally, as Christians, as children of God, there's someone you're having a stone against. Who has hurt you? Please, drop that stone. Drop that stone. Thank you.